Hello everyone, welcome to another Instagram Live with Road Racing Core. Today's guest will be a very special lady, an MBE, a very special rider. She is Maria Costello and I'm very happy to be able to be here and chat with her. But first of all, let me translate this bit in Italian because this is an Italian website. So wait for me for a little bit. Ciao ragazzi, ciao a tutti, benvenuti ad una nuova diretta Road Racing Core. L'ospite di oggi, come ben sapete, sarà una signorina, sarà un ospite speciale, un pilota speciale che addirittura è stata insignita del titolo di MBE, che come sapete vuol dire Member of British Empire, quindi un titolo che in Inghilterra conta moltissimo. Lei ovviamente, come sapete, Maria Costello, come scrive già qualcuno, The Queen of Road Racing. Allora la vado subito a pescare perché si è già collegata. Hello Maria,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine. This is so good to do this. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. So how are you? How are you living with this lockdown, with this situation? Are you okay?
It's the strangest of the weirdest of weird, isn't it, at the moment? And I'm kind of coping with it. It would have been the Northwest 200 this week. We're just racing tomorrow, and I'm missing it. I am missing it. I thought that because it wouldn't be going ahead, I'd cope a bit better, but I'm really missing everybody, and of course the racing.
Yeah, I translate everything in Italian, Maria. Ok. Dice che sì, sta bene in questo periodo, però come tutti sapete questa è la settimana della Northwest, quindi in questo momento avrebbe dovuto essere lì, ovviamente le manca molto e le mancano tutte le persone che fanno parte del mondo road racing. So, Maria, I have a lot of questions, not only from myself, but really a lot of questions from our followers. You really have a lot of fans in Italy.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I got so many questions for you. So let's start with my questions and then questions from our followers, and we will read live comments, of course. So the first one is, of course, how did you start your racing career?
Okay, so that was a long time ago. I've been racing for 25 years, I think it would be this year. So it started as a mode of transport. I was training as a veterinary nurse, an animal nurse, lived in a village, needed to get to work in the local town, got a moped, wasn't the fastest thing. Then I failed my car test a couple of times, and friends of the family, their son had a motorbike. I quite fancied their son. He offered to take me around the bike shops. Ultimately, I fell in love with the TZR125, a Yamaha, and that became my first motorbike. And the connection between that and going to racing was one morning I got knocked off my road bike. I got compensation money, insurance money for that accident. Thankfully, I wasn't too badly hurt, but the bike was damaged. And I bought my first race bike. So that's how I got started, literally by accident.
Ah, ok, I didn't know that. So I translate. Ragazzi, mi è saltata un pochino la connessione all'inizio, quindi non ho capito benissimo, ma le ho chiesto ovviamente come ha iniziato la sua carriera nelle corse. Dice che innanzitutto ha iniziato proprio con un motorino, cioè qualcosa di molto basilare, poi mi sono purtroppo persa un pezzettino perché non la sento benissimo, adesso glielo dirò, e dopodiché lei si è finalmente comprata una moto per strada, però ad un certo punto un giorno ha avuto un incidente in moto. Lei non si è fatta troppo male, la moto però era danneggiata, ha ricevuto un po' di soldi appunto da questo incidente e con questi soldi ha iniziato la sua carriera appunto agonistica. Maria, sorry, I can't hear you very well. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good.
Okay. Yeah. No, no problem, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
Maybe I will ask you to repeat something if I miss some words, okay?
No problem. I have got earphones in. Maybe I should take them out and just do it. But they seem to be working okay. yeah, so that's how I got started. I bought my first race bike and literally went racing. Was very lucky in my first year. I got sponsors, I got help. You know, a local van hire company lent me a van, and because I didn't have lots of those things, partly because the local newspaper did articles on me, obviously because I was female and it was a little bit different, a woman going motorbike racing.
Yeah. Dice che quindi ha iniziato così a correre. Nel primo anno ha avuto un po' di supporto locale, quindi qualcuno che le ha prestato un furgone, quindi gente del posto, diciamo così, e subito anche i giornali locali hanno parlato di lei perché avere una donna che a quel tempo iniziava a correre non era così scontato. Una parte che mi sono dimenticata di tradurre prima è che la sua carriera ormai dura da 25 anni, quindi ha iniziato dicendo ho iniziato a correre molto molto tempo fa. Okay, and then how did you end up doing the road racing and the monks in 96, I think?
Yeah. So I then got approached by Sandra Barnett and her husband Peter. She was the fastest woman around the TT at that time. They wanted to put together an all-female race team, including Sandra and two others. And I got a place in that, and so did Bridget McManus. And the plan was that we would do short circuit racing on CBR 600s and go to the Manx Grand Prix. And obviously Sandra would be doing the TT. So I went from racing, my first race bike was an RGV 250, two-stroke, a 250. To suddenly racing 600s and going to the Isle of Man. Sort of in my second year of racing, which is crazy. And I wouldn't recommend that. It was a baptism of fire, but I loved it.
Maria, probably have you got Wi-Fi connection?
Yeah.
Because I can't I can't see you very well, no, and I can't hear you very well. I keep missing things. Sorry.
Let me change that second. Hold on.
Yes,
No.
I think yes.
Yeah. Yay. Let's try that.
Yeah, thank you. So you started with someone approached you to do the Manx Grand Prix in 1996 with a female team, is that right?
Yes, it was Sandra Barnett. She was the fastest woman at the time.
Ok, quindi dice che come ha iniziato a correre all'Isola di Man nel 1996, l'allora donna più veloce all'Isola di Man l'ha contattata e le ha detto formiamo un team tutto femminile, quindi da lì ha iniziato ed è andata avanti a fare sia il Manx che il TT perché al tempo si potevano fare entrambe le cose. That's great. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, that took me to my first ever Isle of Man experience. I'd actually been there earlier in the year. My boyfriend was racing in a TT, but he had an awful accident. And I actually said that I would never go back there. But I changed my mind, and I'm so glad that I did. And once I'd done 3 laps of practice, I fell in love with the place.
Dice che si è completamente innamorata del posto nonostante gli incidenti, che, se non ho capito male il suo ragazzo dell'epoca aveva fatto un incidente e le ha detto no, non tornerò mai più qui, e invece poi per fortuna dice ho cambiato idea e ci sono tornata perché mi sono innamorata di quel posto. And you are a professional motorbike racer, Maria, but do you have any other activity? And I know you have, but...
Yeah, so I spend a lot of money going racing, so I need to make money in other ways. Obviously, I have sponsors, so thankful for all the sponsors that help me go racing. But recently, I've been working for Triumph UK, thanks to Gary Johnson, who put me in touch. I worked on their global dealer event a couple of years ago. I was guest presenting with Steve Parrish and Matthew Roberts. So we hosted a big gala dinner, it was amazing, and also did this sort of race with the new Scrambler. Had all, and it was live and also live online. So it was like being on TV. It was pretty cool. It was that's been really exciting. And then I thankfully got some work with them earlier this year. So I've been away riding the new Tiger in Morocco and also a dealer launch in Portugal. So I managed to get a lot of riding miles in at the start of the year.
Great. What about Woman on a Motorcycle?
Yeah, so that's something I started quite a few years ago now. I think it was like 2010, and I was always getting a lot of women contacting me asking could they come and ride with me, learn from me, do track days, and I wanted to set something up to sort of platform a community for everybody, and that led to me doing my women-only track days, which did meet with a little bit of sort of abrasion, people saying, oh, they're not necessary, but they worked. They were necessary. It might not have been something I wanted to do when I started out biking, but I found the feedback was amazing. Women were basically able to gain confidence in an environment that was less intimidating, and works. And yeah, I'd like to get those up and running again in the future.
Allora, la prima domanda era, diciamo così, quali attività fa oltre ad essere una motociclista, una pilota professionista? Lei dice che sì, questo è il suo lavoro, lo può fare grazie ovviamente ai suoi sponsor, però ne ha anche altri di lavori. Sostanzialmente ha fatto anche la giornalista, però quello che è riuscita a fare ultimamente è anche partecipare a degli eventi, diciamo anche da delle prove moto insieme a personaggi come ad esempio Steve Parrish. E poi io ho accennato anche a Woman on a Motorcycle, che è un'associazione che lei ha diciamo così avviato nel 2010 perché c'erano tante donne che la contattavano insomma per poter iniziare a correre, per chiederle qualche consiglio. Ha avviato questa associazione con la quale fa dei track days e dice è una cosa che io stessa avrei voluto che esistesse quando io ho iniziato a correre, cercare di dare un po' più di diciamo così di incitare le donne e dar loro un po' di confidenza in questo ambiente che è prevalentemente maschile. E allora adesso mi riaggancio a un'altra domanda e le chiederò quanto è stato difficile per lei da donna far parte di un ambiente prevalentemente maschile come le road races. So Maria, you talked about a male world that is the motorcycle racing world. So did you find any real difficulties being a woman, like not being able to, like for example, sponsor not trusting you or other riders not trusting you because you're a woman, something like this?
Well, like I said, when I started, I got sponsors straight away. That was because I was female. That was because I was often unique, the only woman racing in that class or race, and I worked really hard at sort of building that, making sure I gave a return to my sponsors. But I think it was more that we weren't taken seriously. Female riders, we were so few and far between. It was about gaining that credibility. And of course, things have changed, thankfully, for the better. It's still something that we have to work on. And I think it's important that our attitude, our female racers' attitude is right, that actually we're in an amazing position where we're getting to educate people that, yeah, women can do this as well as the guys. And of course, we've had the amazing, I've got to mention Anna Krasko, but, winning a world championship. That really helped, cement that point that, yeah, we can beat the guys in this sport.
Si dice che al contrario di quanto si potrebbe pensare, lei all'inizio è stata avvantaggiata dal fatto di essere donna perché ha attirato degli sponsor che vedevano in lei qualcosa di diverso, qualcosa che non c'era. La sua attitudine iniziale è stata quella del dire devo farla vedere ai ragazzi, che devo fargliela vedere che anche le donne possono fare una cosa del genere, possono correre, in particolare appunto le road races. Però l'importante è aver sempre lavorato duramente per avere una certa credibilità che lei dice ora adesso sicuramente ho, e quindi non ha più bisogno di sforzarsi in qualche modo, però ecco, non ha parlato di particolari difficoltà che ha avuto. I have a question from a friend, Luca, who asked how many
Alicia?
people how many people tried to date you in the paddock?
What a question! How do I answer that? How do I answer that?
No.
Um, I have had boyfriends that were racers, but I'm single right now.
Yeah, another question was, are you single? So yeah. They're very interested in your life. Allora,
Oh,
mi
okay.
sono agganciata a una domanda che mi hanno mandato delle persone appunto tra ieri e oggi. Luca chiede quante persone ci hanno provato con te nel paddock, dato che sei donna, una pilota donna, e lei dice no, non rispondo a questa domanda. Poi un'altra persona, Travis, chiede sei single? E lei ha detto allora ho avuto un fidanzato appunto che correva, però al momento sono single. Okay, back to the serious questions.
Love
So,
it.
the best moment of your career so far?
Ooh, there's been a few. I'm so fortunate. I think I'm going to go with the Classic CT podium, where I finished third in 2016, alongside John McGuinness. So this was a massive moment for me. Yes, I've been on the podium before because back in Manx Grand Prix days, I became the first woman to stand on the podium in a race around the TT course. But this was special because I was in a race with my hero, and yeah, okay, if we're on superbikes, it's not so much of a level playing field for me. That's much harder. But I was also on a pattern, the Boiga pattern from Switzerland, and the
Peter,
morning of the race,
Peter
they
Bugger.
so
I can spell his name, Peter Bugger.
Boiga, yeah.
Bugger, okay.
Wonderful, wonderful family. Privately owned bikes come all the way from Switzerland to support me and provide me with a bike. So the morning of the race, they changed my race number. I mean, I've had decent qualifying, but they changed my start number on the road to number 6.
Number
And so this
6.
was a massive moment, and I thought, yep, this is my chance. And I remember on the last lap of the race, thinking, I was getting boards showing me that I was in third, and I was just praying that the bike held together, but also thinking, I hope John McGuinness is leading this race, because, yeah, to share the podium with him was immense. It was a very special day.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was writing the question.
Yeah, just amazing, and riding that bike around the TT course is one of the best combinations, it's amazing.
Allora, la domanda era qual è il momento più bello della tua carriera finora? Lei dice difficile la domanda, ce ne sono tanti, però sicuramente il podio al Classic TT del 2016, innanzitutto perché sì, era un podio all'Isola di Man, ma ne aveva fatti altri lei di podi, soprattutto al Manx e Manx Classic. Nel 2016 il podio è stato così speciale perché l'ha condiviso con il suo eroe, cioè John McGuinness. Ho preso qualche appunto per ricordarmi. Dice che innanzitutto stavo guidando la Patton 500, che era di un team privato svizzero, il nome che non riuscivo a dire prima, Peter Bugger. Questo personaggio appunto fornisce la Patton 500 a Maria ormai da un po' di tempo, e lei diciamo che ha ripagato la fiducia di questa famiglia con il podio del 2016, e dice mi hanno anche cambiato dopo le ottime qualifiche il numero di partenza, avevo il numero 6 e quindi ho pensato questa è la mia chance. Ultima cosa, dice che durante l'ultimo giro di gara ovviamente pregava che andasse tutto bene, e poi ha pensato spero che questa gara la stia vincendo John McGuinness, perché dividere il podio con lui sarebbe fantastico. Right, and the opposite, which was your worst moment or scariest moment of your career?
There's definitely been a few of those as well over 25 years, but it has to be 2005 when I had a big crash at the Manx Grand Prix at Keppelgate. Ended up on the bank, embedded in all the heather with a badly broken femur and shoulder blade. And weirdly, it was Dan Mean's dad who pulled me out of the heather. He was there marshalling. And I was winded, I couldn't talk, but I remember him saying, "Oh, it's Maria, it's Maria." And I was thinking, yeah, it's me. Basically, I was racing a 400 for RLR Motorsport. We'd started off the week with a bike that he was still developing, a fuel-injected 400, but we were having lots of problems, and I'd switched to the bike that I'd got on the podium with before, Tim Bradley's bike, but the weather was not good. But I had to qualify this bike and do 2 laps, so I had to go out in conditions that perhaps I wouldn't have normally. But more than that, another guy had crashed at that same spot, and for sure there was something on the road, because one minute I was upright and the next minute I was in the bank.
Ok, la domanda opposta è invece qual è stato il momento più brutto della tua carriera o diciamo lo spavento più grosso che hai preso, e anche in questo caso risponde in 25 anni ce ne sono stati tanti. Sicuramente il più brutto però è stato il mio incidente nel 2005. Al Manx Grand Prix 2005 lei è caduta a Keppelgate, che è praticamente una destra-sinistra prima di arrivare al Cregniva. È caduta a Keppelgate, si è rotta varie ossa, tra cui femore, spalla, e ricorda che il marshal che è accorso a soccorrerla era il papà di Dannin, che le ha detto subito: "Oh, ma è Maria!" Ha detto anche che chiaramente c'era un po' di difficoltà da parte sua con questa moto, che aveva dei problemi, non era sviluppata, l'ha dovuta cambiare, tornare alla moto che aveva usato l'anno prima, aveva un pochino di problemi lei stessa, ma sicuramente c'era qualcosa sulla strada, perché anche un altro pilota poi è caduto proprio nello stesso identico punto. Ok, Maria, and let's change 3 wheels.
Oh, yeah.
How did you start your sidecar adventure, and how does it feel to ride a sidecar rather than a motorbike on the TT course?
So this is going to be something I really miss this year when we don't get to go back to the TT. But yeah, it started a long time ago, 2014. I've had to write some notes because my memory is awful. 2014, I was in New Zealand riding solos, but a couple, Tracy and Steve Bryan, they approached me and said, "Hey, look, we want you to do why don't you stay and do the Tri-Series?" And gave me a bike to do that on. But they also raced a sidecar, and they said, "Hey, would you like to try our sidecar?" No, because I loved them, I wanted to do this. So basically I got my first time on driving a sidecar in New Zealand. It was actually an old Dave Molyneux F2 outfit. So that definitely cemented the fact that, yes, I really like this. I want to do this. It wasn't until 2016 that I bought my own sidecar. Thanks to a sponsor, Cool Milk, who helped me go into the BSB Championship, but it wasn't the best idea. It was so hard. And with Tim Reeves setting new lap records every qualifying session, it was hard to even qualify as a newcomer. But the following year, I didn't bother with BSB and the sidecar. I did my own thing. And then, more importantly, it was 2018. I went and did the 700 on my sidecar with Sarah Stokoe. And so that was my first road race on 3 wheels, which was crazy and amazing, and I loved it. And then the TT last year, which was my ultimate goal. That's why I bought an F2 short bike. Is this too much for you to remember? You've got an amazing memory.
I'm riding without watching what I ride, so it's big.
And so it is very different to a motorbike, of course. It's completely different. You're on your knees. Your knees are a couple of inches off the ground. Your toes actually scrape the ground as you're driving, and you lean forward over the engine and reach for the handlebars. So that's about the only thing that's the same, is that you've got handlebars and a motorbike engine. Of course, I'm still learning so much about this, but the speed, it feels faster because you're so low down. And believe me, I found that the TT was way more bumpy, even more bumpy than on a solo on three wheels, because you haven't got very much travel in your suspension. So, but I loved it. I loved it so much last year. It was so great. And yeah, I was looking forward to going back there this year. So last year I worked with a different passenger. It would have been back with Sarah Stoico this year, so I know she's listening it too.
With Julie this year, you mean?
It was with Julie last year, so that was brilliant for me as a newcomer because she was experienced. So, but this year would have been on with Sarah Stoico, back with her.
Ok. Allora, la domanda era sulle tre ruote, perché lei, come sapete, corre anche con i sidecar, non da moltissimo, però l'anno scorso ha avuto il record al Tourist Trophy della prima donna al mondo che ha corso sia con moto che con sidecar. Allora, partendo dall'inizio, lei dice che i sidecar saranno la cosa che probabilmente le mancherà di più quest'anno, ancor più di correre in moto. Tutto iniziato nel 2014, quando era a fare una gara in Nuova Zelanda. Ha conosciuto una coppia che appunto correva con i sidecar, si sono messi a chiacchierare e questa coppia le ha offerto la possibilità di provare il sidecar e da lì lei se n'è innamorata. A questo punto si è detta, è una cosa che vorrei veramente fare. Tornata poi in Inghilterra, ci ha pensato un po', 2 anni dopo, nel 2016, ha comprato un suo sidecar grazie a uno sponsor e si è avventurata, dice cattiva idea, nel BSB addirittura. E, diciamo che appunto ha detto era molto difficile anche solo qualificarsi, quindi non è stata un'ottima idea farlo. A questo punto dall'anno successivo ho lasciato perdere il BSB e mi sono concentrata su altro. Nel 2018 ha fatto la sua prima road race con un sidecar, ovvero la Southern 100, mentre nel 2019 ha corso appunto al Tourist Trophy con il sidecar con Julie Canepa, che era appunto la sua passeggera dello scorso anno, mannese addirittura. La seconda parte della mia domanda era poi la differenza alla guida, soprattutto su un tracciato come il TT, appunto differenza tra moto e sidecar, e dice che l'unica cosa che hanno in comune è avere un manubrio, per il resto è completamente diverso, in particolare perché sui sidecar sei praticamente per terra, sei a pochissimi centimetri da terra con le ginocchia, è completamente diversa. La cosa più impressionante è quanto appaia pieno di buche il tracciato del TT, non che in moto non lo sia, ma dice con il sidecar è completamente un'altra cosa, è 100 volte di più. Eppure, nonostante questo, lo trova molto molto divertente e adora i sidecar e appunto le dispiacerà molto non correrci quest'anno. And Maria, another question for myself. What fellow road racer do you admire the most? I think you already answered the question before, John McGuinness.
Yeah, he's helped me out in the past as well. He's always been a part of my long career. I was friends with David Jeffries, and of course he's my hero. But they were really good friends, and yeah, John's taken me for laps, especially when I was doing the Manx. He definitely helped up my speed there, and yeah, he's been helpful with advice, and yeah, look at how many TTs he's won, and yeah, to see him come back and after that injury was really special, and I get to race with him on classic bikes as well. I wish he'd slow down a bit. He even gives me advice at the classic.
There it all is saying me, I'm your hero, probably.
So he's yeah, I mean his connection with DJ that was sort of where it all came from. I was probably more friends with DJ. I used to hang out with him at the TT and stuff. And I remember DJ was taking John to pick up a car, I think, and I went with him because we were going to do a lap afterwards. And I made them stop at Fairy Bridge so I could go see the ferry. Yeah, no, John's just a great guy, isn't he? Like, what a legend.
What about David Todd? I know you are close friends. It's because you live very close. I don't know.
No, we live miles apart. But I was at some race meetings when he was, back in the day when he was club racing, and it kind of stuck in my mind. And then I must have caught up with him somewhere else. Anyway, yeah, we became really good friends. And then when he turned around and said he wanted to do the TT, I was really interested to see how he was learning the course, because he's fast and he was always going to go well there. But the key to the Isle of Man is knowledge and learning that course. So yeah, I went over a couple of times to the Isle of Man with him to learn. And in fact, we were chatting about this morning, and he is really grateful for my help. I mean, I played a teeny tiny part, but to see what he went on to achieve was immense. And to have been slightly involved with that, I'm so proud. And it's a shame we're not going to get to see what he could do with Honda there this year, but next year.
Allora, la domanda iniziale, ragazzi, era qual è il tuo eroe, o meglio, diciamo così, qual è il road racer che ammiri di più? Un po' ci aveva già risposto prima dicendo John McGuinness, perché appunto è stata felicissima di dividere il podio con lui. Ha risposto sì, John, perché l'ha anche aiutata durante la sua carriera, però ha risposto anche David Jeffries, ha detto che con Jeffries lei era proprio amica. E quindi c'era un rapporto molto diverso, un rapporto di vera amicizia. Poi dice appunto che per quanto riguarda McGuinness è stato speciale vederlo tornare a vincere, quindi questi sono i suoi due personaggi chiave, diciamo così, che ammira e rispetta di più. Nel frattempo, mentre parlavamo, è comparso David Todd nei commenti che salutava, alzava la mano per dire, magari per dire sono io il tuo mito, il tuo eroe. Quindi gli ho chiesto come mai voi due siete così amici, perché io li ho visti sempre assieme al Tourist Trophy, ma anche al Classic. E le ho detto forse perché vivete vicini, mi sembrava così, invece lei mi ha detto no, viviamo lontani. Solo che quando ci siamo conosciuti eravamo al VSB e sostanzialmente lui mi è rimasto impresso, mi è rimasto in mente questo ragazzino perché era velocissimo, promettente e secondo me poteva veramente fare cose fantastiche nelle road races. E così quando è venuto appunto al Tourist Trophy ed è andato prima a vedere le gare del Classic, Maria lo ha accompagnato e lo ha sempre aiutato da quel momento, è stata sempre al suo fianco. Lei dice parlavamo di questo io e lui proprio questa mattina e io sicuramente ho svolto un ruolo marginale nella sua preparazione per i Tourist Trophy, ma lui mi è molto molto grato per questo. Okay, and let's talk about what does it feel to be an MBE? Because we don't really have anything similar to it in Italy, but I think it's something unbelievable when you got that letter. I don't know, how does it feel?
When I got the letter, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all. I thought it was some kind of joke, and my mail gets sent to my parents. I was sat with my dad. My dad was alive at the time, and I read this letter. I said, "Dad, can you read that? Because is this a joke?" And he was like, "Well, it looks pretty real to me." And you had to fill out part of it and send it back to accept it. And Dad was like, "I think you should get that done now and put it in the post." And I think I did it there and then, even though I was still skeptical that it was real. So yeah, just getting a letter was massive. And then I was working at the TT. I wasn't riding, but I was working in the press office. So this is much later in the year, June time, obviously. And a journalist from, I think it was The Sun or somewhere, because I was connected to all those people in my work, messaged me and said, "Congratulations on your MBE." And I was like, "It's real. It must be real." And in fact, I have got it here with me. So nobody really gets to see this
Wow.
because it's not like I would wear that, or I'm not going to wear it to a rating. But it's very special. But there is a story that goes along with the day I went to receive it, and I nearly missed it because I'm really tight with my money, and I wouldn't pay for a hotel for my family the night before. I said, "No, we'll drive down early in the morning," but we got stuck in traffic. My sister sat next to me in the front of the car saying, "You're going to miss the biggest day of your life." So I rang a friend who works for a motorcycle limo company, and he was like, "You're supposed to be at the palace." And I was like, "Yeah, can you come and rescue me?" Which he did. But obviously left my family on the side of the road in my car, and I, in my little black dress, got on this motorbike and went to the palace. And the policemen at the gate were like, "You can't." I was talking to my sister on the phone, who's now directing my dad, who's driving my car through London, which I really didn't want to happen. Anyway, I had to go through, and the policeman took my phone, so I didn't know if they were going to arrive until I walked through the back of the ballroom, ready to stand in line, and there they were in the audience. And it was massive, it was thanks to the police that they'd got there. And of course that, I thought I'd really messed up. It did make for a great story. My dad loved telling people that story. It was a very special day for my family. I spent all these years wondering what the hell I'd been doing, racing motorbikes. And then, it was Prince Charles that awarded me my MBE, and his first question was, "Did you arrive by motorbike?" Of which I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, why not?
So, a big day,
Yeah. Ok, lei come ho detto all'inizio è niente meno che MBE, ovvero Member of the British Empire, quindi è un'onorificenza importantissima che danno in Inghilterra solo ad alcuni personaggi meritevoli in diversi campi. Allora, c'è una storia tutta particolare dietro, perché innanzitutto lei ha fatto vedere la scatolettina con questa... il simbolo di quello che significa essere MBE, adesso non so come si chiami quell'oggetto che ha fatto vedere. Comunque dice che in quel momento lei era al Twin Trophy, stava lavorando, non stava correndo, perché faceva anche la giornalista al tempo, ed era il 2009. Era seduta in sala stampa, le recapitano una lettera, e questa lettera diceva: congratulazioni per l'onorificenza dell'MBA. E lei non ci poteva credere, poi l'ha fatta leggere a suo padre e pensava non fosse uno scherzo sostanzialmente, perché è qualcosa che per, lei dice, una persona che semplicemente corre moto è al di fuori di ogni immaginazione. Per farla breve, sostanzialmente scopre che non è uno scherzo e il determinato giorno deve recarsi appunto alla consegna di queste onorificenze. È andata con tutta la famiglia, erano in macchina e si sono trovati nel tipico traffico mattutino del centro dell'Inghilterra. A questo punto lei era disperata, diceva: avevo mia sorella di fianco a me che mi diceva: stai per perderti il giorno più importante della tua vita. Ad un certo punto è arrivato, forse le ha telefonato, un suo amico che era in moto, e lei gli ha detto: senti, portami in moto. Lei, tutta vestita bene, di tutto punto, sale in moto con lui e riescono a raggiungere appunto il luogo della cerimonia. E lei però era molto preoccupata e intristita perché la sua famiglia non avrebbe mai fatto in tempo. In realtà ce l'ha fatta anche la sua famiglia, quindi aveva tutti attorno a sé. Questa onorificenza è stata consegnata dal principe Carlo, e il principe Carlo le ha fatto una battuta, no? Sei arrivata qui in moto? E lei ha potuto rispondere: sì, sono arrivata in moto. Very funny and amazing story, really.
Sounds even better in Italian.
Maria, I've got my last question. So, guys, while we were planning this chat, me and Maria found out we share the same problem. That is a very painful one. That is migraine. So I suffer a lot from migraine, and I've always wondered if any rider suffer from it, and how can he or she ride with a migraine, which is not a common headache. It's a very different, because you can take tablet and nothing happens. So,
Yeah.
Maria, how can you ride when you have a migraine?
So yeah, I mean, I suffer with them quite badly. Started a few years ago after being quite poorly, and they have improved. Um, Still can't figure out what triggers them exactly, and I do have medication, which usually helps. But I couldn't take that medication if I was going to ride a motorbike. And at the Classic TT last year, I woke up with a migraine of the morning of the senior Classic TT. So really not ideal, knowing that I can't take those drugs and I've just got to get on with it really. And thankfully it wasn't too bad. You know, sometimes it can affect your vision. It wasn't as bad as that. Of course, I would never have ridden with it. It felt like it was sort of easing a little bit. And also when you get on a motorbike and you're so focused on racing, I mean, I've raced with broken bones because the power of the mind is amazing, and adrenaline and all those things, you seem to be able to push through things. And that kind of happened on the bike. It wasn't at the forefront of my mind. I was able to race. But it was the day where we had a terrible accident and we lost Chris Swallow. And that meant that the race was red flagged. And I was actually sat at Parliament Square with Hillier and Coward and Michael Ripper. So of course, whilst I'm stopped, my migraine's still there, and I could feel it. But anyway, we got to restart the race, and I managed to finish in fourth place, and I was pretty damn happy with that, considering everything that had gone on that day. But yeah, my heart goes out to the Swallow family, amazing people, and yeah.
Allora, stavo raccontando che quando ci stavamo sentendo nei giorni scorsi per organizzare questa diretta, abbiamo scoperto per caso di soffrire dello stesso problema, cioè l'emicrania, che non è il comune mal di testa. L'emicrania non ti passa se prendi le comuni medicine come possono essere un'aspirina, un Moment. L'emicrania è una cosa ben diversa. Io ne soffro tantissimo e mi sono sempre chiesta, ma ci sarà qualche pilota che ne soffre? E in quel caso, se si sveglia al mattino con l'emicrania, ma come fanno a correre? Perché appunto, ripeto, non è un semplice mal di testa, come qualcuno di voi, spero di no, ma qualcuno di voi magari saprà. Beh, lei mi ha detto che sostanzialmente le è capitato di svegliarsi al mattino e avere l'emicrania. Una delle volte più brutte è stato al Classic TT l'anno scorso durante la senior, cioè si è svegliata al mattino e ce l'aveva, a quel punto dice che cosa faccio? Però ecco, è riuscita a correre. Dice che capita un fenomeno molto strano, cioè la mente dice ha un potere enorme, ovvero quando ci concentriamo su qualcosa probabilmente riusciamo a escludere qualcos'altro, e quindi chiaramente riportando l'episodio dell'anno scorso dice non era un'emicrania terribile che aveva in qualche modo disturbato la mia vista, perché può capitare anche questo, però insomma era abbastanza severa. Però è riuscita a finire la gara, quindi è riuscita a concentrarsi. Poi ha riportato un altro episodio di quando durante una gara è morto Chris Swallow, e lei, dopo che hanno messo le bandiere rosse, era ferma a Parliament Square con Hillier, Jimmy Coward, Rutter, e a quel punto lì è tornata l'emicrania, cioè come se quando deve concentrarsi sul correre tutto il resto fosse escluso. Si è fermata perché hanno messo le bandiere rosse, lei è tornata fortissima, però poi appunto dice che è riuscita a finire la gara anche in una buona posizione ed è molto molto contenta di questo. Questa era una mia curiosità, ragazzi. Adesso spazio alle vostre domande che mi avete mandato. Ok, Maria, I've got a few questions from our followers. We have Oh, we have only 15 minutes. So, the first one is from Alessio. What do you think about the pattern? And do you prefer the modern or the classic pattern?
Okay, so they're both fantastic bikes. The classic bike, I've ridden lots of different classic bikes. We talked about doing different work, and I also get to ride classic bikes for BMW. So I've ridden stuff from the 1930s with hand shifts, and that is part of my job that I get to race at Goodwood, which is amazing. So I've ridden all these different classic bikes and then got on the pattern, and it's like another world. I could see why they were doing so well. So they're fast, they handle, they stop and go. And I love riding that bike around the Isle of Man. And of course, it's given me some of the best highlights in my career. And the fact that it's owned by a private husband and wife, you know, I think what we achieved has been amazing. So it's a beautiful thing to ride. Yeah, it vibrates like crazy. It's so noisy. Like, you cannot afford to miss a gear on that bike because everyone will hear. I love racing it. But the modern one, so that's based. It has the Kawasaki ER6 engine, which I have my own Super Twin, which has that engine. But this pattern is very different. Again, it's really fast. The torque is amazing. I adore my Super Twin, my pizza race bike. But when I got on the pattern, I was like, wow, this is another level. Again, I can see why everyone's so competitive on these bikes. And took a bit of getting used to, though, after spending so many years on my bike. I knew my bike inside out and backwards. It was built for me. You know, I was part of it. When I got on the pattern, we weren't quite one yet. So obviously we raced at the Northwest and I had a great time there. Got to the TT, we had no practice. We had 2-lap race. It wasn't until I got to the Ulster last year that we finally got it feeling like it was mine. So to say that I'm missing riding it this year is an understatement, because we've just got it to that sweet spot, and I really thought I could go after a personal best at the PT this year on that bike. So that's owned by Mark Coverdale,
Yeah.
and I can't thank him enough for, you know, loaning me that bike. They're both amazing. They're both two of the best bikes I've ever raced, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do so. And yeah, brilliant.
La domanda non poteva che essere adesso sulla Patton, perché lei appunto ha corso sia con la Patton classica, quindi la 500, sia con la Patton S1, quindi la Patton moderna. La domanda di Alessio era che cosa pensi della Patton, che io ci ho aggiunto un pezzettino, se preferiva quella moderna o quella classica. No, lei mi ha detto che sono due moto assolutamente fantastiche. Allora, partendo dalla Patton classica, quindi la 500, dice che lei ne ha guidate tantissime di moto classiche, anche per BMW fa dei test, ma la Patton è un altro mondo, ha detto. La guidabilità e poi il suono fantastico, come si fa a non girarsi quando passa una Patton. E dice che le ha dato tra i momenti migliori della sua carriera, annovera sicuramente quelli con la Patton. Per quanto riguarda quella moderna, dice, come sapete, si basa su un motore della Kawasaki R6. Lei ha già una Super Twin che è appunto un ER6 che lei chiama Pizza Bike. Però a salire sulla Patton, lei ha utilizzato quella dello sponsor Mark Coverdale, che ringrazia moltissimo. Dice anche qui è un altro livello. Ora posso capire perché tutti sono così competitivi sulla Patton, perché è veramente una moto fantastica e le adora entrambe. And this is a strange question from Giulio. Tell me about the picture taken in Killer Lane. You said your wheels were off the ground at every corner. I think 2013. I don't know.
Yes, so it's a picture of me doing a stoppie into a road end, and that's not my usual style. And I remember coming back to speak to my mechanic after and go, Kev, I've got the thing all over the shop. Like today, I'm doing stoppers everywhere. And because I don't do that, he was like, I don't really believe you, Maria. And it wasn't until the photographer came and found me in the paddock with that photo that Kev finally believed me. He was like, okay, you are riding really wild today. So that's not my usual style. I love that photo because it captures a special moment, and especially because it proves that I wasn't telling lies.
Yeah. Molto bello questo aneddoto. Grazie a Giulio Nardoni ha fatto questa domanda. Dice: Maria, c'è una foto che ti ritrae a Killa Lane dove praticamente hai il posteriore alzato, e forse Giulio aveva letto una sua intervista in cui Maria diceva: non riuscivo a tenere la ruota posteriore a terra ad ogni curva. E Maria dice: sì, era Killa Lane 2013, sono rientrata nel paddock e ho detto a Kevin, che era il suo meccanico: guarda Kev, la moto si comporta così, cioè non è il mio stile abituale fare gli stoppi in questo modo, quindi c'è qualcosa che non va, la moto si comporta in questo modo. E lui non le credeva finché non è arrivato il fotografo che le ha fatto vedere la foto in cui lei praticamente faceva questi stoppi ad ogni curva, e Kevin appunto le ha creduto, le ha detto non è il mio stile, cioè non è che non lo facevo apposta, era un problema alla moto, e soprattutto quella foto dimostra, è molto bella, ma dimostra che non stavo mentendo. You mean Kevin? What's his
Probably.
He's mechanic now, I think.
Oh yes, yeah. Sweeney stole him. I stole him off. I stole him off Derek Costello, and Sweeney stole him off me. Yeah, they live close together, so that I do miss Kev terribly. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
So normally we're celebrating at the Northwest, but we'll have to have beers later.
Le ho chiesto se questo meccanico che citava si chiamava Kevin Corvallis, che adesso è il meccanico di Sweeney. Le ho fatto vedere la foto, dice sì, ma io a mia volta, Sweeney me l'ha rubato, io a mia volta l'ho rubato a Derek Costello, che era un altro pilota, che non è però suo parente. And Maria, Claudio says, we really need an Italian version of your book.
Ah.
But are you going to do another one, or?
So it needs updating because that was 10 years ago when I published that. So that was up till I got my MBE. So the guy I wrote it with, Steve Pitts, we are hoping to do a new one. We've started on it. And what we're also hoping to do is release the existing one with a few tweaks, because it was very rushed when it was originally brought out. And we want to bring that out as a paperback and then do a new one as well. So I have been in touch with Steve whilst we've been in lockdown. And you think we've got all this spare time, we could be using it. So we haven't moved any way more forward, but we basically are looking for a publisher to bring out the paperback, and then we'll start on the new book, because there's lots more to tell.
Yeah.
But yes, we need to. Well, maybe you can translate it.
Yes. Okay. No worries. I'll be happy to do it.
There you go. We'll get you involved.
Yeah. Allora, Claudio Lolli chiede a quando una versione italiana del tuo libro, che si chiama Queen of Bikers, e lei dice: ma il mio libro ormai è molto vecchio, è del 2010, l'ho fatto dopo che ho ricevuto l'MBA, quindi sarebbe sicuramente da aggiornare, più che fare una traduzione italiana di quello. Dice che si è già messa in contatto con la persona che l'aveva aiutata a scriverlo durante questa fase di lockdown, e stanno cercando sostanzialmente un editore per fare una riedizione aggiornata del libro. E poi mi ha detto: potresti tradurlo tu in italiano, perché no, sarebbe fantastico. And I have another question from the same person, Claudio. I think he sent me 19 questions for you, and he says he's a big fan of yours.
Oh, well, hello. Hello. Hi. Thanks for all the questions. Wow.
Yeah, and tell us about your lap on the Panigale behind Troy Bayliss.
Oh, yes. So I've been doing an event in Australia the past 2 years at Eastern Creek. Brilliant event. Even took the pattern there and raced it one year. So they have lots of famous people at this event, and they have like these. We're not racing, but we form up on the grid and we do parade laps together. So I'm really lucky that I get to share the track with Troy Bayliss, Troy Corser, Agostini, Graham Crosby, Steve Parrish, Jeremy McWilliams. The list goes on, Vermeulen. Anyway, I'd been chatting to Troy Bayliss. I must have had a beer because I said, hey, have you got your 2-up bike here? I could come on the back in the parade lap. Anyway, it happened. He turned up at the garage. I jumped on. On the outlap, he treated it like it was Superpole. I had lost my feet off the pegs by turn 2. I was holding on so tight, my arms was pumping, and I don't get arm pump. We got to the grid, formed up on the grid, and I think I said a few swear words to him and told him to slow down, to which he laughed. And I really thought I should get off the bike at that point, but too late, the flag dropped and we're off. And I think he wanted to wheelie past everyone else on the circuit at that time with me on the back. Now the wheelies were the easiest part. They were the moments I could relax. But everything else, no. This was a real masterclass, and it was fascinating, really, because I was getting to feel how a superbike rider races, and the thing was moving about all over. Wow! And yeah, he went past Graham Crosby on the grass, on the back wheel, and afterwards, I think the best bit was that Agostini came to find me in the garage. Maria, what were you thinking? What, you come past and you should be braking, and he wasn't braking. I went, I know. I go, I was on the back. And yes, the best and the worst thing I ever did was do that. I wouldn't do it again. Oh my word, I swore a lot after that. And yeah, like Troy just laughed at me. And yeah, he said his son never goes on the back of him after one time doing it, and I'm the same. I'm with his son. But it was incredible.
Amazing. I love him. So Maria, we got just 2 minutes. I translate this quickly. La domanda era: raccontaci del giro che ti sei fatta dietro a Troy Bayliss. Allora, è successo in Australia. Lei tra l'altro aveva portato lì la Patton a un evento bellissimo. C'erano tante celebrità come Agostini, Graham Crosby, Vermeulen, Troy Corser, Troy Bayliss. E lei, scherzando, è andata da Bayliss e gli ha detto: dai, posso fare un giro dietro di te sulla Panigale? E lui le ha detto di sì. Allora sono usciti dai box per fare il giro, diciamo così, di allineamento. Lei ha detto che l'ha trattato come un giro da super pole. Lei ha perso più volte i piedi dalle pedane. Quando si sono schierati in griglia ha detto che vi ha detto qualsiasi tipo di parolaccia. Dopodiché sono partiti e lui si è messo a superare tutti in impennata. Ha passato Graham Crosby addirittura sull'erba, passava appunto tutti impennando, finché quando hanno finito Agostini è andato da lei e le ha detto: Maria, ma che cosa pensavi? Ma hai visto, non frenava nemmeno lui quando doveva frenare. E le dice: lo so, crede di avergli detto veramente le parolacce peggiori. È stato il momento più bello e più brutto, tutto insieme. Ok, Maria, so we're running out of time, 30 seconds.
Thank you so much for inviting me onto this. It's been wonderful. It's good to see your face. I know it's been so hard for lockdown in Italy, and all my love to you, and really thank you for inviting me on here.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Thank you very much, Maria. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.